Ladies and gentlemen, this is so exciting. I am here inside the Point Studio in St. Louis, Missouri, but I believe I'm inside Machine Gun Kelly's home, or an Airbnb, or perhaps a friend of his home. Where are we? Colson? Where are we?
This is my house. It's definitely not an Airbnb.
Dude, I was going to say, that's a dope one. Look at that pool table, man.
Thank you.
Are you getting a lot of use out of that, being kind of quarantined a little bit and whatnot?
I think it was getting a lot of use even more so when we weren't quarantined because we were having parties here all the time. You know what I mean? That's kind of like a classic party move is quite cool.
So, you have so many exciting things going on right now. Do you mind if I just like hype you up for a second? You take a second and I'll just hype you up. I know it's going to feel uncomfortable. Guys, Takeover just dropped a new single, and the video dropped yesterday with Travis Barker for Concerts by Aliens.
Dude, the video dropped like 5 minutes ago, actually, which is like an hour ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago.
Yeah, I was like, I watched it.
Dude, yes, but I'm super hyped though. Keep going.
It's freaking awesome. You're a triple threat. You definitely dominated the rap, the hip hop game. You are clearly just smooth sailing into alternative and pop punk, and your acting is on display in the music video too. It's just like kind of the match of all the best things.
Thanks.
So
yeah.
What was it like doing the video during COVID though, man? I love the very end. There's a moment where it's like an outtake, and you're running in front of a green screen, taking multiple takes, getting the right one, and there's a dude sitting in the background all masked up. And I gotta say, I'm impressed, I'm proud. But what is it like doing a music video during COVID?
I mean, it wasn't easy for sure. They had like a testing station. No one was allowed in the building. Me either. I was like, oh, it's my video. It's okay. I'm gonna just squeeze by you. They're like, no, you're not. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be allowed in the video. It's my video, so I'm just gonna go ahead and walk in here. They're like, no, you're not. So yeah, even I was up for debate if I was gonna be allowed in that video. So I mean,
it's like strict. That's really strict when they're like, I'm sorry, Mr. Kelly, you're not on the list. Mr. Barker, I don't know.
I know. It was a trip. But I got in there and I knew that Mod, who's my friend, we wrote this video treatment in that room right there. He was like standing and pacing and walking around right there. And I was on the
magic happens. You literally showed us where the magic happened.
Yeah, for real. And he had all these visions for me to like act act comedically, like do all these characters and make fun of myself. So I was like, okay, I don't know if, okay, sure. Like I was down with the idea when he was coming up with it, but when I showed up and he showed me all the outfits, I was like, oh God, like what did I sign up for? And he was like, yeah, dude, you're gonna put this suit on and you're gonna put a mustache on and you're gonna make all these faces, and I was like, okay. And then I ate a bunch of mushrooms and did the video.
Dude, you nailed it. It. So well done. But also, how do we get you on like SNL? Like to host and perform? Like I want to see you like do skits and stuff, man. Your acting skills are on point, not just in the music video. Obviously playing Tommy Lee in The Dirt. You were in Bird Box with freaking Sandra Bullock. Big Time Adolescence, The King of Staten Island, and tomorrow you have Project Power coming out on Netflix with Jamie Foxx, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I mean.
Yes, thank you so much. I mean, I will probably be a really hard critic on myself as far as acting goes until I'm able to. I mean, it's happened already with the Tommy Lee role as far as being a lead, but I really feel a lot more comfortable if I have more than 5-10 minutes worth of camera time to work a character. So I'm looking forward to going next month to Montana to film this Western movie, which I'm a lead in. And then we were talking about this comedy movie, and I was offered a lead role in that as well. So I mean, I'm more stoked on like establishing myself as an actor before I speak on myself as an actor. So,
that's then I can speak for you because you don't get your name in lights next to Bruce Willis and Megan Fox and Emile Hirsch. You don't get your name in lights next to these people by just being a fly by the night type of human. And you're already, your list of IMDb is just continuously growing. And I kind of love that you're working with people like Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who are also musicians,
yeah.
Also artists. So it makes me kind of wonder, outside of those three things, where do you think you would go next? Would you possibly conquer the food world? Could you be a pro chef? Also, I thought about television. Would you want to host red carpets or award ceremonies? Oh, or would you judge like an X Factor show? What would you want to do?
No, I would not do X Factor because I don't want people to think that my opinion should determine them being accepted or not. Because I would honestly just go on that show the whole time and just be like, no, just to inspire someone to overcome that no, because that's what happened to me. And I don't think starting out with it's like how I view artists that blow up right away and are doing arena tours or have #1 radio hits right away without any base. It's like there's nowhere to build after that. You know what I mean? And like,
it also doesn't feel right without the struggle. It doesn't feel right without the struggle,
man. Feel right without the struggle. Yeah.
It's not genuine. It's not authentic.
So I would be saying no. But my next thing, I mean, dude, part of me is like, part of me is like, I wanted to fight UFC or boxing, to be honest.
You have been working out hard, man. I've been seeing it.
And I really would, I would love to hop in the ring with somebody, but yeah, I could see that being a possibility, or screenwriting. I've been writing. We just wrote a movie literally the other week.
God, that's so incredible. I love that you have so many different creative outlets and that you put energy into every single one of them. I don't think that all artists necessarily give themselves the permission to step outside of whatever mold that the industry looks at them. There was a moment when everyone was like, I'm GK, he's a rapper. He's not going to.
I mean, that's what's still happening. And that Concert for Aliens video made a lot of people really uncomfortable based off of the 5 minutes of web searching that I just did. But meaning people are so afraid to be themselves and smile or be goofy that I'm like, yo, when did being miserable and cool become cool? It's so lame. And I was miserable and too cool for a long time, and I was never happy in it. And I'm like, what was I ever thinking? Listening to these idiots who are just like, yeah, dude, be depressed down here with us. And I am absolutely in a fucking weird rut and fucking cave in my own mind from my personal life. So I can't say that depression doesn't run through me no matter how much I smile or anything. And it does feel very weird to be in front of cameras because I don't necessarily feel ready to be speaking because my mind every 5 minutes goes to a really gnarly place. So I probably would have liked more time before I did something like, Concert for Aliens or X's Best Friends and all that, because it requires me to come out and smile and be happy during these times that I should be smiling and being happy for, because it's being received better than anything I've ever done for the most part. So sick. But yeah, this personal thing keeps, it's like you try to bury something and it just keeps popping out the ground. It's just like haunting. And
well, that just calls back to your authenticity, dude. You're not the type of person, you've never been the type of person in the public eye to not share who you are, even the dark sides and the hard sides. That's come through in your music. It's come through in your raps for sure. I think that is so excessively important, and even more important now in COVID, to talk about the fact that even as hyped as you most genuinely are for the new song, for the new video, for the new movie coming out. I mean, you got Midnight and Switchgrass coming out, in the next year or two, but to still look back and go, you know what? My mind can sometimes feel like a damn prison sometimes. There's no logical explanation for it, but for everybody else out there in the world to see that you have those feelings too, that's hugely important. Thank you so much for speaking on that.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question for you. You have been growing in fame for a while. Like you said, you weren't an overnight, I just showed up here. You've been working your ass off. Do you remember being normie? Do you remember being a normie back in Cleveland? Is it hard to look back and remember being norm?
I was a pretty weird normie though, to be honest, because I was the only white boy in the hood doing I mean, period. If you were on the east side of Cleveland, you really didn't, unless you were over by like Broadway, down by 55th, or like, I mean, over on St. Clair. I mean, there's just like, it just wasn't normal to see a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white kid walking down 116th rapping. It just wasn't happening. So I was already super not normal just based off of that.
That's perfect. Our listeners, we consider ourselves weirdos. Like, that's what we call our listeners. They're weirdos because we feel much better.
I love that. I was the weirdo who was like, I'm going to blow up and be a big fucking famous rock star one day. You watch. And they were all like, homie, do your math. Like, no, you're not. And like, also like, no, you know? And so because my dreams were too big for that, and for like that school and for those people and that like that small town mentality of like, we're supposed to grow up and do this, dude. Like, no one actually makes it out of here. And I'm like, yeah, they do. I'd seen it in my crystal ball, my metaphoric crystal ball. That's my pea head.
Well, I am definitely still a normie. I mean, I've been on the radio station for 13 years, but I'm a normie. And so I look at celebrities like you who have what I would say is like the best Rolodex. I think you are one of the celebrities with the best Rolodex because you have the most awesome friends, collaborators.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, when you were younger, looking up at celebrities, whose Rolodex would you have wanted? Like, who's the celebrity you're like, damn, he hangs with him, her, they did a video with this person. Like, you're hanging with Kid Cudi, you're hanging with Pete Davidson, you're hanging with Megan Fox, and I said Bruce Willis already. I mean,
yeah.
Who is that for you? Was there somebody you looked up and you're like, damn, that they've got the posse, they've got the creative navigational.
I think the most recent Hollywood clique that I loved was Seth Rogen, James Franco. You know, I love Matt Stone and Trey Parker and Bill Hader over at South Park. Oh, I loved, dude, Bruce Affleck, Ben Affleck, and Matt Damon.
Yes.
Bruce Affleck, idiot. I'm thinking of Bruce Wayne because he's Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Bruce Affleck, that's hard, dude. Name your kid that, Ben. Hard.
If I ever have a kid, I'm going to name it Bruce Affleck. You watch. I'm not going to have a kid, but if I did.
Yeah, Bruce Affleck. Last name's not even Affleck. Just give him that last name anyway. That's funny. But yeah, I think that was sweet. But dude, you know what? You know who I partied with that I always enjoy when I see out? Leo, dude. He got the best. His squad is like he's entourage, man. It's hard.
You know what's funny is like entourages and groups and crews like that also tie in to the career path. Like you said with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. But like also like what you're doing with Pete Davidson, having done Big Time Adolescence and The King of Staten Island.
Yeah, and we do like he's in my music videos, like the one with Trippy is about to almost hit 100 million on Spotify, the Candy song, and like Pete, you know, stars in that video. And I mean, dude, and like we got some crazy memories. There's some towns that for sure are like, yeah, but one time when MGK and Pete Davidson were here, yikes. I
can only imagine that to be the absolute best. Oh man, I'm so excited for everything that you have coming up. But I'm also a fan of all the other stuff you've been doing. We didn't get to chat about it just yet. So if you have another minute, I'm curious about shooting a film while in quarantine on location. I recently heard the podcast episode of Randall and Lala. I heard you and Megan talking with my favorite astrologer. Susan Miller is like an absolute goddamn genius.
Yeah, she's next level.
She is so next level. And I'm also super nerdy into natal charts and astrology and stuff. So I absolutely loved that. But it must have been really fun for you guys to kind of be sort of on your own little island as far as it were because of COVID. But what was it like to shoot on location and whatnot?
Well, I shot down there. I shot down there when me and Megan just met.
was like before
Right.
COVID, right?
Or yeah, like before that, and that was also before we had started our relationship, and so it was obviously much cooler when we went back down there and we were together.
Yeah, like, hell yeah. Like, hey, I'm a single woman in quarantine right now, and I got to tell you, it's freaking rough. I've got a mannequin back there.
Right there, look at that guy. He's hot stuff.
Dude, Carl, he wanted to wear his best bikini for you. He's a little too nervous to make any comments.
Stars and stripes. I see you back there, buddy.
But I can only imagine it was so much better going back down there with her. Are you curious now into astrology? Are you into it a little bit after she got into it? Or?
Yeah, it's really hard not to be when so many of the things she already predicted, like she got me really into the cosmos and the universe, and I can't do anything but give my energy to it when it just shows me so many signs. You know, it's like, it's funny, they teach you, like, it's almost like you really think you have to like look at this or look to this for answers, when everything around us already speaks to us so much. You know, like when you have these gut feelings, go with it, because that is the earth and the universe, and you know, things like knocking at you. Like, they can't use words, right? It's not like a tree can sit there and be like, okay, this is how I feel about this decision you're about to make.
Yeah.
Right? But your gut starts to move certain ways when you're doing things wrong. That's not like for no reason. That's because there are things like pushing at you and being like, yo, don't you feel that? You feel that pit in your stomach? Yes, that's me telling you don't do this. Like, or like you feel that skip in your heart, like trust that. That's where your heart belongs, you know, like that. Like, those are things.
It's almost as if that magic 8 ball that you called your pea head earlier
Is a magic 8 ball.
Yeah, it's a magic 8 ball, but also that was like you listening to your intuition before you had known about the astrology and science and art behind it. Isn't that kind of incredible? Like, you have been giving in that energy to the universe, and that's how you have all these incredible projects and whatnot.
Yeah, well,
you were like manifesting
once you open yourself to it, it's crazy what it brings you. It's like, yo, we were just waiting for you to like snap out of it the whole time. Like, here you go. Here's Bloody Valentine. Here's tickets to my downfall. Like, yo, take it. Like, literally. Even same with Hotel Diablo, because I needed that to get me to this. And when I listened to Hotel Diablo, I'm like, this is one of the most solid pieces of hip hop work I've ever heard from any album, period. And definitely of mine. That's by far my best, like, lyricism, production, storytelling, song sequence. Like, that was so solid. And then it led me to Take Us to My Downfall, which I don't even remember writing, because it wasn't even me. It was like the universe just being, here's a smash, bro. And then go out and experience this. And when you come in tomorrow, even if you slept for 20 minutes total, like, I'm going to give you another one. Foop, there you go. And then go out and do it again. Go see something else, and then watch. Go in the next day, and then I'm going the next day, and foop, there you go again. It was crazy. It was like I don't even remember this moving. I just remember
just knowing, like,
I
had something
words down and being like, all right, I'll just press record real quick.
Let's just do this. Oh, that's so amazing. And also, I think it's important when we talk about that to remind people that, like, you're a hard ass worker, dude. Like,
thank you.
You're putting your energy into the right places because you're following your intuition. But when you get there, you're putting in the work, and that's gonna make all of the difference.
1 second. They're about to delay the album if I don't answer this one question. Nick, tell me, what did they get the master fixed? Okay. Oh, it is? Say that one more time. Like, yes? I'm in the middle of an interview, so I was answering the call because okay. But just, you can just approve it. I trust it. Okay, bro, let's go.
That was the gut feeling. Yeah.
Gut feeling, dude. I trust it. Let's go with it. Press green light out.
Home, that was like one of the coolest moments, because people never get to see the behind the scenes and how that kind of stuff gets done. And it's literally you feeling like, this is it. I got it. I trust it. Let's do it.
Yeah. He was like, verbatim, he was like, I said, what I just say? I was like, how are we doing something? He was like, the baby is crowning, the head is coming out, like it's all good, like we're good to go.
Dude, I'm so excited. The official release date is September 25th, correct?
Yeah, but I was playing around with that a little bit because.
Hey man, we would gladly take it early. I mean, I speak for everybody when I.
Oh, I was playing around with it, meaning like I wasn't responding to something, and they were like, this will delay the album back into October if you don't do this. So yeah, but it's all.
I need it September 25th. I need it in my ear holes. Dude, you're amazing. The last time you were here in St. Louis, you played at the music record shop.
Oh yeah.
In studio with us. And you played guitar. You're just multi-talented. I can't wait to see what you do next. If you decide to do like woodworking and whittling, I'm into it. If you want to be a pro e-gamer and like take on Halo, I'm into it. Like honestly, I'll buy in because you're a genuine human. You're putting your intuition in the right place. You're working your ass off. I am so excited for you, man.
Thanks, Lux. I appreciate you.
Hey, thanks for taking the time. Everybody, get in the pre-order on tickets to my downfall. Make sure you go watch the video. Just stream it all weekend. You know what I mean? Start on a Thursday. Just watch it on repeat. Put it on Spotify on repeat. You're going to get the Travis Barker. You're going to get all the different characters. And, of course, wait till the very end of the video for the special behind-the-scenes moment. It's really cute.
Thank you. Wait, go vote for the VMAs too, dude. This is a big year. Go vote for the VMAs. Go vote for the VMAs. Y'all, best alternative video. Bloody Valentine. Let's go. All the fans out there do work. Let's fucking get it.
Also, you casted one hell of an actress. I mean, gosh dang.
Good, right? I should find her number.
You should. You really should. You should call her. Get her people to talk to your people.
I think I will. I'm gonna go do that right now.
Hey, dude, when touring happens again, you come through St. Louis tomorrow. I'm gonna be watching Project Power on Netflix. He's got a new movie coming out. Just follow MGK on the socials so you don't miss anything as he continues to dominate the world.
Yeah. Thanks. All right, Joe. Later. Bye.
Bye.